Sean and I get to meet two of the newest Trojans, wide receivers Gary Bryant Jr. next to Sean and Joshua Jackson Jr. next to him on the outside. So that's perfect. We got Gary in the slot. You know, you got your speed receiver in the slot, Joshua on the outside. Guys, it is. You guys have been here and made your decision a while ago, but we're talking signing day a little bit today. What attracted you guys to USC? You both can sort of give me your why USC answer.
For me, USC was a obvious decision. For academic wise, I want to be somewhere where I can have a degree that matters in the long term. And Trojan family, it really exists, and I took pride in that. And football is going to carry itself along, so I chose USC.
What about you, Josh?
For me, I felt like USC, the day I stepped on campus, was the place for me. I took long and hard thoughts with my family. It was not just my decision, it was my family's decision too, as well. So I felt like it was a great place to be.
I was thinking about this when I saw you guys are here, locked into school, man. I remember my last semester of high school. That was probably the funnest year. You guys skipped your last semester of high school to get in, man, and start working out. What are you guys thinking,
Sean.
man?
They're serious.
They're real serious about football. I was worried about going to prom, man. Do you guys miss it a little bit? Or are you guys diving into USC already, getting into the workouts and getting into the academics already?
Yeah, diving in, getting into it. I'm trying to come in and get a spot on the roster and get a starting job. So just coming there, staying focused. And
better work ethic than me, young Sean Cody, I guess.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys think about playing wide receiver in this offense? I mean, you had to have liked what you saw last season, 2,000-yard receivers and just, the ball getting thrown all over the place, a lot of space out there.
I think I can't wait, honestly. I can't wait till we start getting on the field, running routes, and just showing what we can do, because it's definitely going to be an amazing year.
Yes, sir, it's going to be an amazing year. We throw the ball the most here, so a receiver, I don't know what receiver wouldn't want to be here in the air raid offense.
Let's go over what style receivers you guys are each. I guess I can ask both of you. What style? How do you fashion your game? Is there someone you model it after, or someone that's kind of likable to you? What do you think?
Everybody compares me to Deshaun Jackson, but just somebody that's going to stretch the field. Make a play, wants the ball and wants to score.
Sean Jackson almost came here, and then didn't.
Yeah,
because of the number.
That's right.
Isn't that the story? Because he wanted a certain number. And then you ended up beating him anyway at Cal, so that worked out.
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
His career worked out pretty well, too.
For me, I think I'm just an all-around player. I mean, I possess pretty good speed. I'm strong, fast. I got good hands, and I can stretch the field as well. So.
Oh, confidence. That's something new for a wide receiver.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. I want to hear the scouting report the opposite way. So you could talk about your buddy here, because I imagine you guys had an eye on each other throughout this whole process. Your top receivers, both here in Southern California. So what do you admire, Gary, about Josh's game, and vice versa?
It's pretty funny because we go over each other's film and stuff like that in the room, but. Somebody that's dynamic, most definitely. He can run every route. Strong hands. He's a route runner. His speed will creep up on you. He can run by you. So, being a vertical threat, somebody that can run slant routes, and just a big body receiver.
What about you, Josh?
So me and Gary have been playing with each other since we were young. So it's been the same. He's an amazing player. Very fast, good hands, quick feet, and he's really dynamic. He's the type of player that they are going to key on just because he's just that guy.
When did you guys first meet?
When we were young.
Yeah, we were young.
Like how young?
8th grade, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
8th, 7th grade, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
We're here with Gary Bryant Jr. and Josh Jackson. Now you're in a room with a coach I used to play with, so I'm getting up there in age now. Kerry Colbert, my old teammate. Did you guys ever get a chance to see Kerry Colbert play or catch a pass? Or is this before?
Yeah, I mean, maybe on YouTube.
I was just wondering that. I was like, have you ever seen Kerry? He was a really good wide receiver. I'm sure you'll see some highlights coming up. But what have your interactions with Coach Colbert been so far?
He's a great coach. He's a great, not even a great coach, a great person as well. So on and off the field, he's genuine, and that's what I like the most thing. It's not all about football. He wants to know how your family's doing, how you're doing in school. So him just being there, being a second father to me was important.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. He's like a big brother. And he's going to push us to work hard on and off the field. and he's always going to check up on us and make sure we're good.
One-handed catch against Michigan in the Rose Bowl.
Well, you guys were born what, in 2002, 2001?
2001.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when Casey was playing here with Sean. So that's the date. I don't think they were watching a lot in the crib, but it's all on YouTube. So I'm sure Casey will throw the highlights up. Plus, Casey might be the only receiver coach in the country gets out there and runs the routes with you. He will get out there and play. He's still in good shape. He can still do it. Your little bro went viral a little bit. We watched the announcement at the Army All-American game. How'd you come up with that to have Caden handle your announcement for you?
The week before, he just kept asking me, what school. So when we got to the game and they told me I was going to announce in the third quarter, I went up to him and said, I want you to pick the SC hat for me. He said, okay. So I told him.
That must have been the best day of his life.
Right.
We talked about the competitive room you guys are having there. Obviously, some talented wide receivers in there. What do you think you guys bring individually as players that can bring something to that room, or maybe a way to get on the field early in your young careers?
I'm just gonna come in with my head down and compete. Learning the plays and just getting in there, being a dog. And getting around the players, getting my time in with the quarterbacks, and any way I can help the team. If it's slide outside, I'll do it. I want to play punt return and kickoff return as well. So
in that special teams game, like Michael Pittman Jr., man,
yes,
that's the fastest way. What about you, Josh?
Same. I'm just gonna work hard and just push myself to be better, and my teammates as well. So.
What's it like entering that room? I mean, you're entering an established wide receiver room. I mean, you got Tyler Vaughn, who's on pace to set the school receptions record. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown coming off a 1,000-yard season. Drake London, 5 straight games with a touchdown to end last year. So, I mean, this is a big-time room you guys are entering.
Yes, sir. It's definitely a lot to learn. Come in and just compete, learn, and just grow as a player.
Yes, sir. Coming in, following their footsteps, seeing an NFL receiver like Tyler and Amon-Ra and things like that, getting on their way, ready to leave, following their footsteps and just seeing their work ethic.
You guys miss home yet? It's only 3 weeks.
Home is like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, I was only 30 minutes away. I missed laundry and food every night.
That's what you miss, somebody doing stuff for you. That's the hard part. You have a lot of teammates here, too. What's it like, having the high school crew at the next level?
It's amazing. I could just come to them with any problem and ask them how they handle situations. Obviously Drake Jackson and CB and Jaden's here. They always try to push me and motivate me, and them I'm being in their footsteps now. They've been here for a year, so they just show me the ropes.
When you see somebody like Drake succeed as quickly as he did, does that, and you played with him, and you're like, okay, that makes me think I can do it. Like, that the gap is something I can cover in a year.
Yeah, most definitely. Me and him had to talk about it as well, and he was like, you have nothing to worry about. It's football. It's what you've been doing since we've been 5-6 years old. So just coming in here, competing, being the best I can be.
How's the weight room been? I know that was one of the big transitions when you get here as a high school player and jump into that, college weight room experience. You got Double A down there, Aaron Osmus, coaching you guys up. How has that experience been for you guys?
It's been amazing. It's hard work. We're waking up at 5 in the morning, getting work, and it's just amazing. Had the opportunity to do that. This is what we signed up for, so we're in it now, and I'm just.
It's not as nice as recruiting, huh?
Right,
it's not as nice anymore. They're not saying, "Oh, hey, what do you need?" It's get your butt up.
Last one, Joshua. Get a chance to get in the ear of your quarterback a little bit. Keaton Slovis, also a young guy, had a pretty good freshman season as well. How do you start developing that relationship with the QBs?
I've already started developing a relationship with them off the field. So now it's just getting on the field with them, running routes, getting chemistry, and just keep our relationship building. But off the field, we got a really good relationship so far.
Well, the success at this position has been, unparalleled really across the country over the last decade or so, the wide receiver spot. And these two guys, Gary Bryant Jr., Joshua Jackson Jr., ready to carry on that legacy. Thank you guys for joining us. First of many times, no doubt, here on Trojans Live. Next up, we got 2 more freshmen. It's a kicker and a defensive tackle. I don't know what they have in common, but they're both here, Parker Lewis and Kobe Pepe on Trojans Live.